Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Just Some Bodhi's Opinion. My name is Bodhi, and today I'm going to be talking about my thoughts on The Witcher Season 2. Now, I know most of my non-Wheel of Time material doesn't really get popular and doesn't really get much traction, but it's still my channel and I do still want to talk about stuff that I have opinions on. So I'm going to be talking about this because I just finished it. So let's get a few things straight. Number one, this is going to be a full spoiler review. I'm going to talk all episodes of season 2 Witcher. I am a non-book reader, non-gamer Witcher, so I'm completely fresh with The Witcher. I don't know anything about the lore, and I did not do a rewatch of season 1. Like, I watched one recap video, but that was all I did, and then the previously on for season 2. So that was basically all the context I had before going in to watch season 2. And like I tweeted, I seem to be in the minority of not loving season 2. And I think I'm also in the minority of absolutely loving season 1. So just as a background, I super loved season 1 and how confusing it was with all the timelines and all the different things that were happening there, and not knowing exactly what was happening all the way till the end, because you don't get much history or background about anything. And I liked it. I liked it because it felt contained enough that it made me imagine like a whole history around the things. So getting into season 2, well, obviously it's more straightforward because it's one timeline now. And I guess that's something I missed from season 1 Witcher. Maybe I'll go straight into what I didn't like so much. And it was the basic premise of season 2. So personally, I do not like the whole trope of a young charge and a master, which is what's happening with Geralt and Ciri. It's a trope I do not like in any book, in any medium. So right from the get-go, I was already annoyed that, oh my god, we're gonna get a whole season of Geralt just trying to protect Ciri and Ciri being headstrong and wanting to prove herself to Geralt, but not being able to prove herself to Geralt because she's not gonna be a Witcher. I just don't like the premise, so I guess I was biased from the beginning. And because of that structure, we see a lot of moments where Geralt's just leading Ciri around the countryside, I guess, and just telling her, shut up, stay there, don't move, I'm gonna fight this beast. This keeps happening. I mean, I understand why he's saying that to Ciri, because Ciri will be useless. And I understand why Ciri is super annoyed with that. It just annoys me in television, basically. So that was points against it for me. And then we get to Kaer Morhen, where we find a lot of other Witchers. I guess Henry Cavill's Witcher, Geralt of Rivia, has stuck his persona on me so strongly that seeing other Witchers was very underwhelming. Which gets emphasized when we get to the last episode, where there were basilisks that they were fighting around, and then it's like they were being pummeled by the basilisks. And then at the end, the Ciri demon was like summoning a bigger, badder monster, which Geralt kills in like less than 30 seconds. Like, he kills the big brute in less than 30 seconds. Meanwhile, the two smaller basilisks were just, killing all the Witchers left, right, center. I mean, okay, fine. I don't know the lore of the Witcher, so maybe Geralt is a stronger Witcher than most Witchers. I don't know. So someone will probably explain to me why I'm wrong. But that, as a non-reader, non-gamer, that's what I was getting from the underwhelming Witchers. Also, again, I don't know much. So I thought the white hair and the gold eyes was a Witcher thing, so I guess not. Again, I don't know. And then we get to two concurrent storylines, right? Because one storyline is Geralt and Ciri and like looking for a place of safety. The other one is Yennefer like trying to get her magic back. And then within all those plots was the whole Brotherhood in Aretuza route and Fringilla and the elves thing. So those were all the things that were happening. I've talked about Geralt and Ciri and that part of things. I did like the whole Yennefer angle because she lost her magic, and that's always a nice character thing that happens in series where the main character loses the power, the thing that defines them. So I thought that was a good development for Yennefer, and you could basically still see her strong personality despite having no power whatsoever. When she was captured by the Nilfgaardians and whatever, she was still like, you know, throwing shade at every which way. So I liked the Yennefer storyline. I guess I understood why she betrayed the Brotherhood and tried to rescue the Black Knight, because she was just trying to get away from all of those expectations. Is that what's happening? And then she meets Jaskier, who is playing songs and looking really hot. What's up with that? A really hot bard. And then she meets up again with Geralt and Ciri in the temple. Okay, wait a second. Stop the cameras. Wait, I have questions. First of all, is an elder an elf? So Ciri has elder blood. Is elder blood elf blood? Because why is the first thing that they say, but my grandmother hates elves? Is elder another thing entirely? And then the other thing is, I thought Triss was trying to tutor Ciri in the chaos magic whatever shit, but why is Yennefer suddenly able to just literally tell her the elder words and then she's able to do stuff? I'm baffled with that. And then we get to the whole Fringilla elf thing, which I actually liked as well. That was pretty interesting world building, and especially since my concept of elves are high elf, Lord of the Rings type thing. So getting dirty refugee elves was cool, and seeing them reclaim Sindria was cool also. Very tragic, but the part where the elf baby was killed and then suddenly the elves all go to Redania and the elf queen was like murdering all of the babies. That was really creepy. And it showed that the elves do have some power. I guess that was a nice development on the elves. Also a nice development on Fringilla, who was trying to assert her leadership position. I feel a bit cathartic that she killed all of the generals who had slighted her, and just showing everyone, you know, why you shouldn't piss off a mage. Like, these are people who can like turn reality inside and out. Why are you picking on them? So Fringilla like stabbing each one so slowly while they were all frozen. That was cool. And so she and Cahir tried to take credit over the elf baby murder with Emir, who, plot twist in the end, was actually Ciri's dad all along. That was a cool reveal for me. So let's get to the main plot line within, as I understand it, which is the Deathless Mother Hut Hut lady was trying to get free because the Witchers had imprisoned her way back when, and she had used Yen, Fringilla, the Elf Queen, to become conduits of her possession so that she gets more pain and desperation, and that feeds her. Is it? Yeah, that's what's happening, right? It feeds her until she gets free of the hut. Actually, you know what? I don't understand what was the role of Ciri for the Deathless Mother, except the screaming thing, which makes portals out of monoliths. So obviously I'm still confused about many things that happened. But so hate feeds her, okay, and so Fringilla killing the generals gave her a lot of hate energy, and the elf baby dying gave a lot of energy to her. What did Yennefer give? Anyway, so she frees herself and then gets into Ciri, and then Ciri starts killing Witchers while they slept. Again, how underpowered any of these Witchers are, that they just got killed in their sleep. You know what my main problem of season 2 is? It feels like a big setup for season 3, because it's setting up all the pieces together. Because they talk about the Wild Hunt, we never see the Wild Hunt except for glimpses. We lost Yennefer's power, and then for the most part, and then so by the end of it, she has power and she wants to train Ciri. Everyone is basically like being shifted into positions of where they need to be for season 3, and then at the end of it we see the reveal that Emir is the dad of Ciri. So that'll be interesting to see. But basically, that was my overall impression of season 2, which is I didn't like the whole teenage girl saddled with cranky old master, which was the whole dynamic of Ciri and Geralt. A lot of people praised the better graphics. Honestly, that never bothered me for the first Witcher because I was there for the storyline, and I did find story in the other one. I just felt like it was a lot of setup, and I'm still underwhelmed with all the Witchers. Like season 1 made me so excited to see a lot of different other Geralts in the world, and then suddenly, oh, they're just like dirty, grimy men. Bright spots. I do love Jaskier and Geralt's reunion. That was hearts.
And we need your help.
Fine, but first, gentlemen, it's been an honor. What? I made new friends. Get over it. Jealous?
I also like Jaskier meeting Yennefer again. I basically love Jaskier all throughout, even if he didn't have really much to do except support. And he's the best support ever, anywhere. So Jaskier is my bright spot of season 2. Okay, so I completely forgot about the whole plot line about the freaky new monsters that were coming in because of the monoliths that were broken because of Ciri's scream. And I guess that was a mystery that they wanted to solve. And because of that, there are whole new monsters to fight that they don't know anything about. Which I guess was an interesting part until we find out it was because of Deathless Mother Hut Hut, who had been manipulating things. Actually, you know what? I'm still confused as to how it all tied up. But I guess it was a nice hook for people to be like, okay, that's happening. And we need to get to the bottom of it, Scooby Gang. Oh, and one last gripe, which is the world seems like super small, like Game of Thrones season 8 small, because how close or far is Sintra and everything else? Because it's like they could go there immediately, and then they had to go to Kaer Morhen, and then it was also very near. I don't know. So maybe because I don't have a map, so I don't know where everything is. But everything seemed like super close together. And like when they first get to Kaer Morhen, and then after that Eskel comes in with the dead Leshy. So that means the cracking of the monolith was close enough so that the mutant Leshy was close enough to be killed. But then later when they were investigating, they go to the woods, which was nearby Kaer Morhen, and then that was where the Leshy was, and then they got it from there. I don't know. So everything was really close by for me. So it was, again, maybe it's just my lack of book knowledge as to where things are, but everything seemed pretty close. So yeah, that's my season 2 review. Apologies, it's very stream of consciousness. I'll see if the edit fixes that up a bit, but maybe not. But that's basically what I got from season 2. Does it make me excited for season 3? Yes. Did I like it by itself? I trudged through it because everyone was watching it and I didn't want to not know what had happened in season 2. So I went through it. But if it had been presented to me by itself and there had been no hype, then I wouldn't have watched it. Which I guess is any studio person's dream, which is I watched through the entire thing out of peer pressure. And a view is a view, and they got what they wanted, so good for them. Otherwise, that's all I thought about season 2. So if you liked the very stream of consciousness ramble, please like and subscribe. I am going to be doing more of these. I'm still very Wheel of Time centric, but if I do see anything that interests me, I'm gonna talk about it. Comment down below and let me know what you think. Did I completely miss stuff? Ask me stuff, guys. This was very stream of consciousness, so if there was anything that you thought that I should have liked, comment down below. Let me know what that was, then we can talk about it. Other than that, please don't come and hate on me. And if you do, please give me lots of engagement. And if you got really angry about what I've said, just remember, it's just somebody's opinion. Somebody's opinion.